Hello everyone, it's AG and today I will be talking about Slay by Brittany Morris. A huge thank you to both Hodder and Black British bloggers for gifting me a copy of this book. Slay is a story about a 17-year-old girl called Kiera Johnson who is one of the only black students at Jefferson Academy. By night, however, she joins hundreds of thousands of black gamers who duel online in the secret VR game called Slay. No one, however, knows that Kiera is the developer, not even her boyfriend Malcolm. But when a teenager is murdered over a dispute in the Slay world, the media labels it an exclusionist racist hub for thugs. Kiera must fight to save the safe haven she created. I really like this book. The storyline was super interesting, and that's not even talking about how the main character is a black female game developer, which is just freaking amazing. The game is so awesome. Basically, it's a virtual reality card game in which players go head-to-head in card duels. The cards used are inspired by black culture from all over the world. You, for instance, have the Jimi Hendrix card, which lets an electric purple haze fall over the ring. Or a twist-out card, which lets you use your beautiful locks to attack your opponent. Like I said previously, Kiera is one of the only black students at her school, so she's kind of seen as this token black person. I hate, and I mean hate, being the voice of blackness here. At Belmont, where 50% of the students are black and 70% are people of colour, Malcolm and I could be normal. Nobody was asking to touch my twist out, nobody was asking him about his locks, and nobody was asking us for permission to appropriate black culture as if we're the authority for our entire race. I grew up going to schools where I was one of the at most 15 people of colour, so I could really relate to Kiera's experiences. Kiera's best friend actually is white, and she and her brother don't really understand what it's like being black. There's this one moment where Kiera has had it and tries to explain to them what it's like. I want you to imagine for a minute, she begins. I know it's going to be hard for both of you, but just imagine that literally nothing was made for you. Your parents were denied a house because of their skin color. Your grandparents were sprayed with fire hoses and ripped apart by dogs in the streets. Your great-grandparents were housemaids and mammies and barely paid entertainers. And your great-great-grandparents were slaves. Every movie in your life is majority black. All the characters in your favorite books have been cast darker in the movie adaptation for no reason. And every mistake you make is because of your skin color and because of your background and because of the music you listen to. You are the only white kids at a school of 500 blacks, and every black person at that school asks you to weigh in on what it's like to be white or what white people think about this or that. It's not fun. She dropped some facts. Where's the lie? One of the things that I appreciated the most about this book was the diverse representation of black people. You had black people who had different genders, sexual orientation, and who were from different age classes. You even had mainland European Africans, and that is a demographic that rarely shows up in literature. I also liked how Kiera and her younger sister Steph both were smart black girls, but completely different. They were complex and nuanced characters. There was one character I did not like whatsoever from the moment he opened his silly mouth, and that was Kiera's boyfriend Malcolm. Oh gosh. He was super controlling, had a very bad temper, and most disturbingly had such a narrow view of what a quote-unquote good black person ought to be. Basically, his simpleton thoughts simmered down to, you can't be for the advancement of black people if you're not anti-white. Which is, of course, ludicrous. Malcolm showcases such a debilitating type of social toxicity. And yeah, there are white people out there who are full-blown bigots, racist white supremacist assholes, many who literally hope we die off. But Malcolm made me realize another threat to my people, one that's less obvious, one that creeps in slowly like a disease, the threat of self-hatred. The idea that black people who don't live up to whatever standards society has are somehow less deserving of love and support. I also loved how this book showed that gaming can also have a positive impact. Gaming often gets a bad rep, especially in the news, and so it's easily forgotten what good they can actually do. How they have the ability to create safe spaces for people who can't find them in the real world. Either way, that's everything I had to say with regards to Slay. Please do feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to read them and have a discussion with you. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.